My name's Zach and I'm hard of hearing. About when I was 3, I was diagnosed with it because they noticed like I wasn't responding as quick as like all the other kids were. And it wasn't really a surprise to my parents though, because it runs in my family. Like all my grandparents have had them on my mom's side of the family, got tested and they gave me hearing aids. And so I've had them ever since then. They just found out it was more of like a neuro, like it was in the nerves, I guess.
My name is Limdsay, and my name sign is Lindsay. My preschool teacher gave me that sign because I like to smile a lot. So I was born 3 months early, so I was premature. I only weighed 1 pound and 15 ounces. So because I'm a low birth weight, I was in the hospital for about 3 months because my lung needed to be developed. Right away when I was born, my doctor did a hearing test on me and they found out that I had bilateral hearing loss. When I first came here, everybody asked me, where are you from? I said, I'm from Charlotte. And they're like, no way, no you're not. I'm like, no, seriously, I am. So they thought I'm from Europe or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm from there, but not really, I'm from Charlotte. That's when I learned that I had to explain that my deaf accent, my hearing loss affected my speech and my voice.
In all honesty, I really wouldn't say it has, which kind of made me surprising for other people. Like, I mean, nobody really ever notices them. I mean, they're small and I'm tall too, so not a lot of people see them. Probably the thing that it's affected me the most was when I was younger, I had trouble talking where I'd stutter a lot. And so that's kind of stayed with me a little bit, especially when I get nervous for like presentations and stuff, it'll make me stutter more. And so since I already have a stuttering problem, if I get nervous, it only makes it that much worse.
Classroom-wide, I have a acute speech translator, and so I'm just watching her, and she just pretty much repeats what the professor says. And I also have a note taker, which really helps, because some of the professors, they're asking, oh, I can't understand them sometimes. I need to get me a note taker. So it really helps with my education and studies for sure. So I would think both, one for hearing impaired or deaf school. It would be so much easier because you have many people around you and you can talk to your difficult situation, your challenges, and they can understand what you're going through and they can guide me how to get out of my situation. At the same time, I would like to go to mainstream school because I want to learn more about hearing people's background, how they grew up, because it's a great way to meet different people, and I just don't want to be sheltered. I want to be more open out in the community. It's difficult for me to say which ones. I'll say both.
I would probably prefer like East Carolina, like a university that just has normal students in it, because I don't like being treated any different than anybody else. Like, I don't want to be treated just different just because I have a disability. Like, I just like being like everybody else, doing my own thing.
If I lost my hearing aid, I have to get another one, which is not for free. And I'm like, okay, great. So I have to be aware where my hearing aids are. I think my parents had to pay a lot of it for, especially when I was growing up, because my parents were very vocal about me talking because they know it's going to be difficult for me if I didn't talk and hear well.
I mean, my parents have to buy the hearing aids, of course, which is fairly expensive, usually about $2,500 for one hearing aid, and I have them both ears. And then also you have to buy the batteries, which, like I said before, is about like $14 a pack of batteries. So, it starts to add up, but it's also better than not being able to hear too.
Just recently, since I got my new hearing aid, I got this Bluetooth, and it's just like a regular phone to me, so I can talk to anybody. And also, I can use my Bluetooth, and I can attach to my iPod, and it goes straight through my hearing aid. So that costs, but it's worth it.
For my freshman year of high school, I was going to play football, But come to find out, it was too hard for me to play football because I couldn't use my hearing aids while playing, and then I couldn't hear that well. And I didn't want to play this, the sport and not be that good.
I did cheerleading back when I was in high school, and I was on JV and varsity squad, and we always had to do the little dance and everything. I was on the second line, and there's a girl who's on the first line, and the drum will stop playing, but sometimes I don't know when to go when the drum stops playing really fast. I'm like, oh my God. So my friend in the first line, she'll do 5, 6, 7, 8. So I look down, and then that's when I start dancing.
The only other sport that really affects me is like anything water sports related, because you can't get your hearing aids wet.
I prefer both because sign language, I can communicate with them. I can use it with deaf people, and with speech, I need to use it with hearing and hard of hearing people, and some deaf people too. So.
I kind of know a little bit, but not much.
Can you say, hi, my name is Zach?
No, I cannot say my name is Zach. I know how to say whatever. Whatever is like.
I've been to one hard of hearing relationship. It wasn't really out of the ordinary. It was just that we have to be aware of our surroundings. I've been in a relationship with hearing people, and they just have to ask me why I have it. And I just make sure they understand my hearing loss and everything, and we just do whatever. So.
Once you get used to it, it's just something that's there. Like, it's second nature to you. You don't even think about it. And usually once people start hanging around you enough, it just becomes second nature to them, and they don't even realize it. So I would say, it doesn't really even affect you that much when it comes to relationships-wise daily.
I have a small group back home that are hard of hearing, and we always get together and we just talk about our difficulty, challenges. When we go out in public with the group of people, that's just one thing that's just like, oh my God, I still struggle with, because everybody talks one at a time, and I'm just like, I'm totally lost in the conversation. So I'm just like, what did he say? Oh, what did she say? So I just wish people will talk one at a time, because it makes things so much easier for me. That way I don't have to ask people other questions. I'm sure they get annoyed by it.
Probably the only thing that ever really bothered me about it is anybody tries to call me deaf, because I'm not deaf, I'm hard of hearing.
It's just that people shouldn't be afraid to ask questions to a hard of hearing or deaf student, because they're just like hearing people too. We should do things a little bit differently. Hearing, it's going to be one of our difficulties in our lives, so some people have to be patient. Some people are, but most people are not. So just be patient, work with that, and how to learn to cooperate with that.
For the most part, I'm just like everybody else. I enjoy sports, like to go out and have fun, hang out with friends, and all sorts of stuff. So I wouldn't say they're not as bad as people think they would be. It just takes a little getting used to.
They need to be more knowledge about it and just step outside of their comfort zone and just talk to deaf and hard of hearing students. I don't let anybody, stop me from what I want to do. Hearing loss is a challenge, not a limitation. And that is my biggest motto in life, because there are some things that are just so challenging, but somehow, some way, I'm always able to overcome them. And that is just the greatest feeling to have a hard of hearing patient.